Welcome! I am the Overlord, and this is Crack-A-Pack, a show where I crack Magic the Gathering booster packs for me! And also maybe a little bit for you. But you can have fun watching, and that's great. Go you. You are great. Yes, feel good. Because we're gonna crack some packs. And we have Saheeli's Lucky Thropter here to give us their blessing. Chandra right here, this is back in Kaladesh, the angels being like, no, do good stuff, and the demons being like, rawr, do bad stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and see who wins. The good, the bad, or the Chandra. We'll start with the good. Will the good be good, or will the good be bad? Will the good be masterpiece? Dad? I don't know why. I just really wanted to rhyme that. We have some sort of foil, but we also have the Foundry Inspector. I've talked about this. It's great. It's a 3/2 for 3, but it's an artifact. Requires no colored mana, and artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, which is great in a set filled with artifacts. 5 out of 7, perfect score. Now we have the Voltaic Brawler. Not sure I pronounced that right, but whatever. Because it's value, check that out. It is a 3/2 for just 2 mana. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy, and whenever it attacks, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, it gets +1/+1 and gains trample till end of turn. So that means when you attack for your 2 mana investment, you can invest 1 of the 2 energy that comes with it to have a 4/3 trampler smashing their face on turn 3. That's pretty awesome. If I was in those colors, I would splash for that. That is nutso. And Armorcraft Judge. For 4 mana, it's a 3/3 in green, which is kind of weak for the body, but when Armorcraft Judge enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. If you get the animation module and you're dropping 1/1 counters on things, if you're fabricating those 1/1 counters and you drop this, bam! You get to refill your entire hand. It could be completely bonkers. Oh, servo's servo. Super sweet swirly island, that's really cool, I like that a lot. We'll take the foil, as we always do, put it down there, and we'll check out our first rare for the pack, the good pack. Is it good? Let's see. Bam! The Girapur Orrery. It's an artifact for 4 mana. Each player may play an additional land on each of his or her turns. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, if that player has no cards in hand, that player draws 3 cards. Maybe this could be like a weird sideboard in against 8-rack or something in Modern, or, you know, even Vintage, like, oh hey, well, you're going to keep discarding my hand, but if I play this on turn 4, then I'll keep redrawing and be able to outplay you. But I think that's kind of a stretch even there. Well, will this foil be good? Let's find out. Good pack, be good to us. It's a foil prophetic prism. Ooh. It's shiny. Maybe that's a prophecy of good things to come, but it's a foil common. Next, we have the bad. Is the bad pack gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad like 90s bad, where it's like, oh man, that's so bad, dude, when it really meant like that's pretty cool, I guess? We have another foil here, and we have the Oval Chase Dragster. It's a 6/1 trample haste, crew 1. That's pretty sweet. You can smash someone in the face pretty quickly, even if it dies to everything when it's a vehicle. You can use it as soon as you play it, try to get that fast damage in. Great in red-white vehicles. Gotta go fast and do 6 damage to their face. Hazardous conditions. Don't open packs in hazardous conditions, because creatures with no counters on them get -2/-2 till end of turn. This is good for killing Fabricate when it goes wide. Not great when you're playing Fabricate when it goes deep. And when I say go wide, I mean it makes the 1/1 servos. And when I say go deep, I mean it puts 1/1 counters on the creatures. Speaking of, the Servo Exhibition. For 2, it's create 2 1/1 colorless Servo artifact creature tokens. It's a sorcery. I liken this to Raise the Alarm, and Raise the Alarm was better because it created soldiers, and it was also an instant. So you could just do this like, wow, surprise blockers, or bam, end of your turn. Now I basically have 2 1/1 haste soldiers. This one not so much, but it does create artifacts, and since artifacts is a big thing in this set, it might have some use. There's a Servo that it can create. There's a green swirly island. Oh, also nice. I really like the lands in this set. Even though I've said it like a billion times, I'll say it a billion more. Is the bad pack gonna have a bad rare? Is it gonna have a good rare? Let's hope for a good rare. I want a good rare. What? 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 Are these? The packs say they're from the same box. What happened? It's another Garapur orrery. I mean, if this was two Chandras, I'd be ecstatic, but that's kind of weird. Okay, let's hope the foil is a little better than the prophetic prism in that case, because it's just what? No, it's not particularly better. It's Amorphous Squad. So, do with that what you will. So we've had the good, we've had the bad. If anything, it goes to show us that there's no such thing. It's all in your head because they're literally the same rare. And now we have the Chandra. The Chandra can help save us. The Chandra will pull us out of this. We have Saheeli's Lucky Thropter. Let's rub the pack on it. Get some Thropter luck on there. Yeah, all right, we're good to go. We have another Voltaic Brawler, Voltaic Brawler, whatever. We have the Chief of the Foundry, which is the twin of the Foundry Inspector. Other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1. This is super sweet. It's a 2/3 for 3, but if you're creating lots of servos, suddenly your army of 1/1 becomes an army of 2/2s, which is a lot more threatening and a lot harder to deal with. So that's pretty awesome. I like that a lot. You like that a lot. The Amorphous Doorbuster likes that a lot. This is a 4/2 for 4. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy, and whenever it attacks, you may pay an energy. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. This is good for getting over those tricky board states, or to just stop one of their really big dudes from blocking things. Servo token. It's a plains with poofy clouds, which is kind of boring, but the clouds are nice. I like the clouds. And I hope that I like Chandra's pick here. Will this hopefully hope to whatever deity you pray to, if you even pray to one, that this isn't another Garapur orrery, because that would be so weird. I'm hoping for super awesome fun planeswalkers. Let's do it. It's the Electrostatic Pummeler. For 3 mana, it is a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy. And you can pay 3 energy to give it +X/+X till end of turn, where X is its power. This can do amazing things in the right deck, and there's certainly some more budget-oriented standard decks that use this, like Red-Green Pummeler. If you combine this with Key to the City to make it unblockable, or the card that gives something 4/4 and trample till end of turn, then it can really get out of control. But I am not an Electrostatic Pummeler faithful here. No, I'm not convinced that it's like crazy insane a lot of the time. It's just too easy to Pyro Helix, too easy to just deal that 1 damage or use stack shenanigans to get rid of it. So before we get to the MVPs, I just want to show you like how weird this is, because I'm pretty sure, so this number on the back of each pack signifies either like the case or the booster box it came from. I'm pretty sure it's whatever booster box it came from. So these 3 packs all came from the same box, and yet we got 2 duplicate rares like back to back, which, yeah, it's a coincidence, but is it? I don't know. So yeah, that's just really bizarre. This has been a really strange episode of Crack-A-Pack with the Overlord. If you think it was bizarre, or you're like, oh man, watch as like this person's mind gets blown as they open 2 of the same junky rares in a row on camera, then you should totally share it with your friends on the Facebook, on the Tumblr, on the Twitters, just however you'd use it, whatever social media thing you use to pass things like this around. If you are an Electrostatic Pummeler and you like to pummel your way up the ranks and double your power and not let life get you down, then go ahead and click that like button and click that subscribe button. Or, if you're 2 copies of the same junk rare, then you can go ahead and click that dislike button. I won't even make fun of you for it, because this is just weird, man. But yeah, I got a couple of foils, got some good uncommons, the Chief and Foundry Inspector combo, not too shabby there. And that's all the packs I have to crack. So go now, my minions! Be free!